think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Little help!
Now you'll learn!
Take it!
It's over!
This way! So much for talking it out!
Tiger blade!
This one's all mine!
Lightning
I'm
roll!
not done!
In the wind! Please now!
I owe you one. Here I come! Pierce through! Here I come! Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Do it, sweet dream! Going in! I never miss!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Now!
That's it! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I see one, eh? You're finished! Pierce through that!
You think that shield will save you?
Hold my lord! You're finished!
Astral energy! I'm over the head! I do it! Arch shield! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Look sharp!
Here I come!
Into the center! Press it down! Shiny!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
You're mine! Sonic thrust! It's almost too strong! Be my guest!
Please now, here's the
I'm not done!
Freeze Lancer! Tiger blade! Here, let me help!
This one's all mine!
Air thrust!
Tiger blade!
I can feel my power growing! Gotta break through!
Not in your dreams! It's in the sky and time!
Eat this! Damn it!
You pay for what you did!
You've got spirit!
Tiger blade! Freeze Lancer!
Pierce through! Try harder! My turn!
Look sharp!
Sonic thrust!
Tiger blade!
Blade, do it!
Sonic
Lightning and
thrust!
gems!
Look sharp!
Freeze Lancer!
Tiger blade!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on. Look, another note from the rebels.
if we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it. Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget. We're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Where are you going? I'll be safe.
I'm going in.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Pierce through! Sonic block! Severing wing! Tiger blade! Pierce through! Fall back! Tiger blade! Pierce through! You're mine! Tiger blade! You're ready! I'm gone! You're mine! Fall back! Sonic thrust! Mission! Sonic thrust! We're not finished! Let's shot!
Everyone hanging in there?
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool! I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Flaming meteor! Careful!
You picked the wrong fight!
This one's
Aim
mine!
for the weak spot!
Lightning
escape!
descent! Searing flame!
Time to shine!
You're
Searing
finished!
flame! Reload!
Here I come!
Sword in the wind!
It's over!
Here's a healing heart!
Blue escape! It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled. That's better.
Take this!
Heal force! Lightning descent!
Blue escape!
Heal you all!
Sonic thrust!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Healing circle!
Thanks! Blue escape!
Tiger blade!
Sonic thrust!
Lightning
Appreciate the help.
descent!
Time to shine! I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
You're mine! Thrust!
Here's the
Heal!
heal!
Dance in the
This
wind!
one's mine.
Sleep now!
Tiger blade!
I'll
I'm
be
not
saving
done.
this one!
Crescent
I'm in the
Mountain!
world! More
Tiger!
Here's a healing heart!
Shot!
Here I come!
Tiger blade!
Flame of fury!
Take this!
Shining!
Enough!
Here's the dance in the
Tiger
wind!
blade!
Here's a healing heart!
You're mine!
Flaming meteor!
It's over!
You're mine!
Light axe dance in the wind!
Here!
Air thrust! First aid!
Shot!
Raging cascade! Gemini
Don't
ultra!
try harder! Here I come! You're finished!
Searing flame!
Going in!
Take this!
Searing
Blue
flame!
escape!
I'm out!
Time to shine!
Sonic thrust!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the
I
fun.
never miss!
No way.
Strike!
Look
I
sharp!
heal force! Raging
up.
cascade!
You're mine!
Healing circle!
Take this!
One for that.
Here!
Lightning!
I'm not
Tiger!
done.
Raging cascade! What's in the wind?
Don't leave now!
Hear me! Flaming meteor!
Smash you!
Burning strike! Champion wall! I'll heal you all!
This one's mine.
Raging healer!
Through!
Appreciate their arts for interrupting.
I'm not done!
Raging
Sonic thrust!
cascade! Annihilate!
Let's go! Here I come!
One more.
You're finished!
Take down your art.
Will this help?
You're mine! You're finished!
More in the
Look
healing
sharp.
circle!
Flaming meteor.
It's time! Pierce through! You're mine!
Let me help!
Here's that fire.
Crescent raging star!
Make it rain.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing art!
This should do it!
Crescent moon!
I owe you one!
In the wind!
Sonic
Air
thrust!
thrust!
Blue escape!
Attack time! Gale force! Dance in the wind! Annihilate! Sleep now! Unguard! Here's a
Here comes the big one!
Here I
Stay away from my friend!
Field.
You're mine!
I'll bring you back on
Pierce
deck.
through!
Lightning
I'm
never
done!
fits.
Take this! You're
Ready to
finished!
go. Cascade.
Sonic thrust!
Now mega ray. I'll see
No
you
escape!
Lightning arm. Back from
Crush! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce
Raging
through!
cascade. Searing
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
It's over!
Reload! And now back into the fire!
Pierce through! Burn in hell! Here I come! It's over! Sonic
Do
thrust!
it! Ready to go! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Dance in the wind!
This one's mine!
You're finished!
I'm all started up!
Sonic thrust! You'll pay for that!
Mega ray! More with that!
Here I come! Sonic thrust!
Mega ray!
Here I come!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Searing flame! Reload! I still got some fight left in me. Reload!
You're mine!
I'm out!
This isn't looking good!
Thunderblade!
This should do it! An astral arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Ready
Rising
to
Viper!
go. Ready. More where that came from. Mega ray. Here, it's about to strike. Annihilation.
Look sharp, everyone!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Ready and raring!
Here I come! You're finished!
Blah, 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 then.
Lightning slap!
In here. Crescent moon. Annihilation. Tiger blade.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Come on! Will this you have to hold on!
Dragon Swarm!
I can't heal you forever. Better. Searing tiger blade.
Leave
You're
the charge
mine!
to me! My guard down!
Into the shadows. Mega ray. Raging cascade.
There!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Lightning can now heal you all. Here goes. Healing circle.
Take this! Tiger blade!
Tempest flame. Here goes. Here, let me help.
Is this
Going
it?
in!
Searing flame. Reload. I'm out of
Here's
ammo.
the roar!
First aid.
I'm ready! Take this!
Watch them.
Tiger blade!
I owe you one.
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning strike. Here's a healing art. First aid.
I owe
Take
you one
this!
for that!
Sonic thrust!
That's it! Tiger blade!
Searing flame. Reload. I'm out. What?
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning. Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning. Raging cascade. You all. In here. Healing circle.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
To help!
More where that came from. Here's a healing art. Here goes. First
I
aid.
owe you one for that!
Sonic
This
thrust!
one's mine!
Not today!
Tempest
You're
flame.
mine!
Almost impressed.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Sonic thrust!
I'll heal you well, Mom. Wind Hacker Blade!
Sonic thrust!
Tempted
You're finished!
Appreciate the help.
Here I come! Sonic thrust! Here, this one's all mine!
Raging Storm! By the power of water! Take it! It's over! Raging Storm!
Take this!
Gemini All-Star! Ready!
Sonic thrust! You picked the wrong fight! Here,
Denied!
you're finished!
Flaming
Here,
meteor!
through! Sonic thrust!
Can't be happening.
This one's mine!
Take this! Mirage! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Here I strike!
Are we in over our heads?
Come on! It's not over till... It's over.
You're right. We've made it this far.
Annihilation!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! There! Help! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Do it! I still got frozen!
Hammer!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Eldamen and Zia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renin. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegus and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
How's this?
Afraid I can't.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danin lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 rounds.
An opponent like this should be easy. Pierce through! You're finished! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
One more! Dance in the wind! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take it!
There!
Sonic thrust!
Sweep now! Mega ray! Let's get you all
You're
set
finished! Pierce through!
Air thrust!
Take this! Sonic thrust! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
No complaints from me. This will be a delicious piece of cake.
It's over!
Reload!
Pierce through!
Here's a healing arm.
Sonic thrust!
First aid!
Damn it! Sonic
I'm all
thrust!
stuffed up.
It's over!
Mega ray!
Sonic thrust!
A charge
Coming
like
through!
that could easily be fatal.
Ah!
Just as well,
No!
I'm here to stop it.
Scarlet Inferno! My turn!
With
Thrust!
astral energy!
Sonic thrust!
Annihilate!
Can you take it?
Shining supernova!
Sonic thrust!
Resonate with the
I'm
earth!
only getting started!
It's over! Onward and upward. What's this thing?
Hoo. 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 Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Coming through!
Eat dirt!
You require a hand.
Here I come!
Lightning
You're
orb!
finished!
Can you take it?
Through! Sonic thrust!
Elusive deity! I shall ensure you survive
Here I
this.
come! It's over!
Here, let me help.
You're mine!
Hey, look!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Thunder field!
Pierce through!
Mega ray!
Swallow blade!
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
In here!
This one's all mine!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Hup. Nothing's biting. Hup. Looks like I lost it. Reel it in. Ugh. 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 That was disappointing. There we go. Ugh. Ugh. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. Did we really just spend that much money? Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?